Hey, my name is Josh Clements with Redemption Jiu Jitsu Academy. I'm going to show you a couple of wrist locks that I learned from my instructor, Mr. Ken, and from Gustavo Machado, my main head instructor in Virginia Beach. And you know, these are some things. Gustavo is the king of doing some wrist locks. Okay, the Mount Chivaka. So we're going to go over a few of those today. If I'm here and this person, I can do this a number of ways. All right. If his hand's here on top, I can wrist lock him in a couple ways. One of them is I'm going to take in my hand is going to grab the fleshy part of his hand, and I'm going to open it and peel it. My hand comes here, and I affect it this way. Another way I can do this is my wrist is going to slide up, control, and then finish it this way. If he has his hands the other way, all right, this makes it actually easier for me just to come under and control and finish that way. All right. If from this position, there's a lot of different ways that I can do this. From here, if his hand is in this position and I'm affecting this lock, I'm going to come underneath and on top, mirroring his hand, and I'm going to take my hand with it and come into the wrist lock that way. Okay, so you have these options. You can start peeling. You know, you push. So if he's defending one and this hand is this way, and I'll lock here, I'm going to take this grip. Again, I'm grabbing fleshy part, manipulating the hand. Okay, I peel it, I push.
Tap.
All right. You can grab his wrist.
Tap.
And turn him this way. Okay. So you have options, and a lot of it is manipulating the fleshy part of his hand. Okay. And if I can do that, then I can get a wrist lock. And it doesn't matter where we're at. Okay. All right. Here's a couple of ways you can do this too. If a person's here and they're trying to push on you, trying to create distance, okay, what I'm going to do is from this position, I'm going to use my chin to trap his wrist. So my chin goes right here into where the wrist bends. Boom. Coming out over the wrist to affect the wrist lock, okay? Now, another way you can do it is if this hand is on his hip, on my hip here, and he's trying to push, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to trap his elbow to the floor and be mean about it. All right, that's a nasty one. It's very fast, it's very mean. Okay? So a couple of things. From here, I'm going to go one of two ways with my hands. If I go to the outside, with his wrist is on the outside, I pop it up, elbow comes here, hand comes over, and I catch the wrist lock this way. Bring it down and use this as a base. If I put his hand to the inside here, I bring it up and over, and from this position, I reach, grab the wrist, and as I turn it this way and crunch up into it for the wrist lock this way. For me to trap. All right, old school Gracie, you know, old school Gracie way is to come down, head to the outside, pull it in there for that wrist lock. Okay, I can do this if he's grabbing my collar. All right, I'm going to come over, grab the fleshy part here, like I was talking about earlier. My fingers find the fleshy part. My hand's going to come up, circle from this position, maintaining this control here, and now I can do the wrist lock. I can take and come through for the wakigatame. All right, so you have wrist locks from those positions. If they're grabbing your gi and in this position, and you're in a jiu-jitsu match, you know, and you're both bent down, it's really easy just to come through right there. Okay.